কবে মুই বৈষ্ণবচি নিব হরি হরি, কবে মুই বৈষ্ণবচি বৈষ্ণব চরণ কল্যাণীর খনি, মাতিব হৃদয়ে ধরি। বৈষ্ণব চরণ কল্যাণীর খনি, মাতিব হৃদয়ে ধরি। নব চরণ কল্যাণীর খনি, মাতিব হৃদয়ে ধরি। বৈষ্ণব চরণ কবে মুই বৈষ্ণবতী নিব হরি হরি, কবে মুই বৈষ্ণবতী বৈষ্ণব চরণ কল্যাণীর খনি, মাতিব হৃদয়ে ধরি। বৈষ্ণব চরণ কল্যাণীর খনি, বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর অপ্রাকৃত সদা, নির্দোষ আনন্দময়। বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর কৃষ্ণ নামে প্রীত জড়ে উদাসীন, জীবেতে দয়া গ্রহ। কৃষ্ণ নামে প্রীত কৃষ্ণ নামে প্রীত জড়ে উদাসীন, জীবেতে দয়া গ্রহ। কৃষ্ণ নামে প্রীত জড়ে উদাসীন, অভিমানহীন ভজনে প্রবীণ, বিষয়ে ত্রিয়োনাসক্ত। অভিমানহীন অন্তরে বাহিরে নিষ্কপট সদা, নিচলীলা অনুরক্ত। অন্তরে বাহিরে নিষ্কপট সদা, অনিষ্ঠ মধ্যম উত্তম প্রভেদে, বৈষ্ণব ত্রিবিধ গণী। কনিষ্ঠ মধ্যম উত্তম প্রভেদে, বৈষ্ণব ত্রিবিধ গণী। অনিষ্ঠে আদর মধ্যমে প্রণতি, উত্তমে শুশ্রূষা শুনি। অনিষ্ঠে আদর কনিষ্ঠে আদর মধ্যমে প্রণতি, উত্তমে শুশ্রূষা শুনি। কনিষ্ঠে আদর যে জন বৈষ্ণব চিনিয়া লইয়া, আদর করিবে যবে। যে যেন বৈষ্ণব বৈষ্ণবীর কৃপা যায় সর্বসিদ্ধি, অবশ্য পাইবে তবে। বৈষ্ণবের কৃপা বৈষ্ণব চরিত্র সর্বদা পবিত্র, এই নিন্দে হিংসা করি। বৈষ্ণব চরিত্র ভকতি বিনোদ না সম্ভাষে তারি, থাকে সদা মৌন ধরি। भक्ति विनोद भक्ति विनोद संभाषे तारी सके सोता मौन धोरी भक्ति विनोद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे गौर प्रेमानंदे जयं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जयं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। राधा कृष्ण गोविंदा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जन्माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। श्रीमती राधारानी की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि की जय। भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि की जय। समवेत भक्तबिंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। All glory to His Lord. All glory to His Lord. All glory to His Lord. All glory Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुग वरायते नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगोवराय ते नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगोवराय ते वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुष्ये नमः पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगोवराय ते भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय। भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि की जय। The holy appearance day of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, great Vaishnava, is known as seventh Goswami, great ācārya of Gaudiya Vaishnava, the line of Gaudiya Vaishnava parampara. So we have to glorify Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. So this is my request. All should sit patiently and hear katha attentively. One should not get up and go away if there is some language difficulty. Otherwise, you will commit aparadha at lotus feet of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. That means commit Vaishnava aparadha. So, to the end, all should sit silently, patiently, and hear katha. Thereby, you will get mercy from Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. This is my request. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, Mahājan, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura in Sajjan Toṣani has mentioned what is the best type of, humanitarian worker doing good to others, paropakara. He has said there are three types of daya, mercy, showing mercy. Showing mercy to this gross body is also one type of doing good. It is known as satkarma, punya karma. To feed the hungry is also. To make arrangements of medical treatment of patients, giving them some medicine, that's also showing mercy or doing good. One who is thirsty, to give him water, quench his thirst, is also doing good. And one who is suffering from biting cold, to give him some clothing, warm clothing, etc., is also doing good. And all this mercy or doing good pertain to this gross material body. Also, some are engaged in doing good to the mind. To impart education, or to open schools and colleges, making arrangements for free education, that is doing good, showing mercy to the mind. But topmost process of doing good or showing mercy to the soul. Those who are engaged in preaching the science of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, inculcating Kṛṣṇa consciousness on others, and speaking about the science of the devotional service, they are doing the topmost humanitarian work, doing doing good to others, that is the topmost, doing good. Thereby, one will free from these material sufferings and will develop complete Kṛṣṇa consciousness and develop pure devotion. Then will be free from material bondage and at last go back home, back to Godhead, and never come back here again to this material world to suffer. So who is doing the best type of doing good? Paropakara. Those Vaishnavas, those are engaged, those are dedicated, their life, preaching the science of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, they are doing the best type of good. Understand? those who are following the karma kanda section of Vedas, karma kandi bhaktis, they don't do such type of good. They are engaged, they may be engaged in doing some good to the body, gross body, or to the mind. But those who are pure devotees, they are only engaged in preaching the science of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, preaching the science of devotional service. They are doing the topmost good. This Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says. What Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura said, how many understand it? And who is doing it? Only those who are Vaishnavas, Mahajanas, they know, they understand, and they are engaged in such activities. So how many are glorifying such Vaishnavas? This material world. Vaishnava kriya mudra vijnana bujoy. Even a very vijna, very wise, learned person, Pandit, he cannot understand the activities of a Vaishnava. Persons who are engaged in doing some good to the body or mind, they are glorified very much in this material world or in the human society. But those who are engaged in doing good for the soul, how many are glorifying them, how many are recognizing them? How many know about the soul? How many see the soul? How many have developed that vision to see the soul? Very, very few. Therefore, those sadhu mahajanas, those who have dedicated their life, in the past, those who had dedicated their life for Atma Kalyan, how many can understand and recognize them? If we get the mercy of sadhu mahajanas, then we will develop that vision, then we can understand them and see the soul and super soul. Therefore, such persons are very rare persons. And in the material world, general people cannot understand them, cannot recognize them. So, they don't glorify such sadhu mahajanas, Vaishnavas. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, his previous name, Karmi name was Kedarnath Datta. You understand? He was born in 1838 AD, September, 2nd September. In Nadia district, in the village, name is Ula. But it was his maternal uncle's house, not paternal. But his paternal uncle's house was in Odisha. So he belongs to Odisha. You understand? He belongs to Odisha. So the name of his father was Ananda Chandra Datta. Name of his grandfather was Rajaballabha Datta. The name of his mother was Jagan Mohini. You understand? Name of the father of Jagan Mohin is Ishwar Chandra Mustafi. So, the Ulagram, the Nadia Jila Ulagram, his maternal uncle's house, he was born there. But his paternal house was in Odisha. At that time it was district of Cuttack, now it is in district of Kendrapada, near the river Virupa, and name of the village is Choti Mangalpur. This is Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Sripad. So, last year, this village, some of our devotees had gone. He had gone, I think, Jagadatma. And this day, that was 155th appearance day of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. And that village, one assembly, sabha, meeting was held. What is that? Yes, Dr. Fakrimon Das. This is one who was professor of this university, was a research scholar. He is writing a book, and recently it was published on Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. He is a research scholar. He is bringing out some, let's say, undiscovered facts about Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. So on this day, last year, one, let's say, this Murti, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's Murti, Vigraha, was installed in Law College of Kendrapada, because he was the first law graduate of Odisha, and he was a magistrate. So, Kendrapada Law College, they installed the Murti of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, isn't it? He had gone there. And this year also, they were in that village, Chotigram, they are also arranging a meeting as conference. Our Namahata devotees have already gone there. Do you understand? And today also again in this Law College of Kendrapada, there will be also one meeting. Do you understand? So our devotees are already gone. Vaishnava Krupata is Sarva Siddhi. If someone will get the mercy of such a Vaishnava, he will achieve all sorts of perfection. And I hope those who are now engaged doing this activity for the glorification of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, they must get the mercy of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura and they'll achieve all perfection. I hope so. Then I'll speak in Oriya. I'll speak in English. So I said the Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura belongs to Orissa. So his paternal house was there in Chotigram. When Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura was 2 years old, he was speaking in poems, poetry. When he was 6 years old, he read Ramayana and Mahabharata. He was 9 years old, he read this Jyotish Shastra, astrology. When he was 10 years old, then he inquired about Brahma Jigyasa, inquired about the absolute truth. When he was 11 years, His father expired. When he was 12 years, he got himself married. And the age of his wife was 5 years. Do you understand? Age of his wife was 5 years. And and he was the dear student of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was very famous in Odisha. A famous person. So Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar is a student, dear student of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar had written a book named Bodhodaya. There he had mentioned the Lord is impersonal. He had mentioned that. When Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura read that book, he asked his teacher, why don't you see the Lord? What is his swarup? What is his form? You have to first see him, then write. Why are you writing that? Lord is impersonal. No problem. Student asked the teacher. But this Vidyasagar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was very simple-hearted person, and he admitted, is what he said, ignorance about Supreme Lord. His grandfather was Rajvallabha Datta. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's grandfather was Rajvallabha Datta. He was also a Mahatma. Therefore, he knows astrology also. One day he said, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, that at the age of 27, you'll get a very great government job. You understand? And I bless you that you will be a great Vaishnava. Then I'll speak in English. The soul said, pain is mightier than the soul. So Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has used his pain mightier than the soul. Ai dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. When there is, let's say, glani, decline of religion, isn't it? At that time, Bhagavan Sri Kṛṣṇa descends here with his associates to re-establish dharma. And Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura is one of the associates of the Lord. So when such condition was there, Dharma, Vaishnava Dharma was declining. At that time, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura had appeared. Do you understand? During that time, there was decline of Dharma. Doubtfulness was there. Some mundane logicians had come out. They are putting forth mundane logics. You understand? Sanatana Dharma was declining. At that time, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura appeared and he wrote many books. That means he used his pen, which is said to be mightier than the sword. Sandal said, pen is mightier than the sword. And he wrote very strong languages. Many books. In this Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. And he defeated all this bogus philosophy based on material science, materialism, atheism. He wrote books in different languages, English, Bengali, Sanskrit, different languages, thereby he inculcated this Kṛṣṇa consciousness, real light, enlightenment. In order to give real enlightenment, transcendental enlightenment, he used his pen. Unless one hears from sadhu and mahadhan who comes in the bona fide disciplic succession, one cannot develop Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Previous teachings on Srimad Bhagavatam, were the Siddhantas there. In their books, Srimad Bhagavatam is known as Nigama Kalpataru Galita Phala, must ripen fruit, must ripen sweet and nectarian fruit of Vedic tree. They are real gurus. And Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, in very nice poems, in poem form, all these Siddhantas, he expressed in nice poem forms. The Siddhantas have been those Siddhantas have been expressed by all Goswamis. Therefore, he is known as seventh Goswami. Following the footsteps of footprints of Jiva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura in 1884 established this Vishwa Vaishnava Sabha. You understand? Vishwa Vaishnava Sabha, re-established Vishwa Vaishnava Sabha. Thereby, he started the preaching of Vedic Dharma, Upanishad, Vedanta, Srimad Bhagavata, Sri Chaitanya, the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his philosophy. And as his son, great Vaishnava, very powerful Vaishnava, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami came, who, let's say, who made more effort on preaching of this Vaishnava philosophy throughout the India, and also he trained his disciples and sent outside India to Western countries to preach this science, Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So when Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura appeared at that time, human society was covered up with the dense darkness, ignorance. At that time, some atheists, many atheists were there. Those who are saying that this Srimurti Seva is like the idol worship. Most of them are adopting Falgu Vairagya, not Jukta Vairagya. Many also sampradayas were there, cropping up. Do you understand? So Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura wrote against these philosophies very strong words and established pure Bhakti Siddhanta. I say in different languages. I wrote books in different languages, in English, Sanskrit, Bengali. These are famous books were there, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's books. Many books here there. He had written Srimad Mahaprabhu Sikkha, teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Sikkha Amrita, Jaiva Dharma, Datta Kaustuba, Srimad Amnaya Sutra, Tattva Viveka, Gauranga, Smarana Mangala, Sunyamadasagam, Harinam Chintamani, Bhagavatarka Marichimala, Shanagati, Gītāvali, Kalyana Kalapataru, Bhajan Rahasya, Gita Rasikaranjan Tika, Chaitanya Charitamrita Amrita Prabha Bhasya, Sikhyastaka Bhasya, Chaitanya Upanishad Bhasya, Upadeshamrita Bhasya, Life and Precepts of Sri Chaitanya, the Bhagavata Ityadi, many books here. Sri Kṛṣṇa Samhita also has written in Sanskrit, you understand, many books. Thereby, through those books, very strong words, he established your Bhakti Siddhanta and defeated all bogus Siddhantas. And his books are appreciated both by learned scholars, sadhakas, even the conditioned souls also. He had given so much food for the soul. Especially his books like Shanagati, Gītāvali, Kalyana Kalpataru, all these nice poems are very, very appreciated and such very good and palatable food for the soul has given us. And it's all is appreciated, both the learned persons, pandits also, and also illiterate persons also. All appreciated by both. This is the such wonderful mercy, unlimited mercy of Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Who can fathom his mercy? The conditioned souls, they are in bewilderment. They are in the whirlpool of Maya. Every step they are bewildered. And this material world is a platform of examination. You understand? Place of examination. And Lord is putting you in examination test in every step here through Maya. Yes. You understand? How can one come out successful from this test? Those who are very eager to come out, become successful, come out successful of this test, you must hear Mahājana Vāṇi, what Mahājanas have said. And Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura is great Mahājan. He had transcendental vision. Do you understand? And his words, if you will hear his Vāṇi, his message to the mankind, very strong message he had given, all your, mistakes, bewilderment, forever be gone. Do you understand? What he has said, I will take later. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura chose the teachership profession. The teachership profession because it is nice profession. There is no corruption, though many corruptions are now entering into it. I say this Choti Gram in Odisha, his paternal house, he stayed there. At that time he saw those are zamindars, landlords, how they are, let's say, persecuting the innocent villagers, illiterate. Education was not spread so much at that time in Odisha. Therefore he came to Kendrapada. There he established the high school and became teacher there. In 1859, he came to Purushottam Khetra, from Kendrapada to Purushottam Khetra, and he entered. He sat for that examination of teacher's training examination, and he passed teacher's training examination. Then he became a trained teacher. Then he got a job in high school in Cuttack, known as collegiate school, Cuttack. He was teacher there. Gradually, he was teacher in many high schools. In Bhadrak also, the Bhadrak High School. He was teacher, he was headmaster of Bhadrak High School. And then Medinipur also, he was teacher in high school of Medinipur. Many high schools, he was teacher. When he was in Bhadrak, headmaster of Bhadrak High School, at that time, his eldest son, Ananda Prasad, the spiritual name was Saccidānanda, was born. At that time he wrote a book in English, The Mathas of Odisha. English book he wrote, and he gave all information of many mathas in Odisha. Then he came to the administrative department. In 1866, he became deputy magistrate, deputy collector, and deputy registrar of ex officio. And he got this mastership in the Chhapra Jilla headquarters. While he was staying in Chhapra, he read Srimad Bhagavatam under a tree, and a Brahma Rakshasa was there in tree when he was reading Bhagavatam and giving pravachan of Bhagavatam. So, that tree was uprooted. The Brahma Rakshasa was released. This is the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Seeing this, the people developed faith in Srimad Bhagavatam. When he was in Dinajpur, he got Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavata from Calcutta. Again and again he read these two books and understood the Vaishnava philosophy. He has written in his biography, autobiography, that from this time I developed faith in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I developed faith towards Vaishnava Dharma. That seed was there in my heart. But when I got all these books, then I got favorable atmosphere and environment for the germination of that seed. Day and night, I started reading the books on Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Tattva. That was my hobby. In 1868, he came to Puri. He was transferred to Puri, came to Puri. That now you'll see the Chaitanya Matha made by Madhav Maharaj. And that was, front side was still there. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura was staying that thing there in Grand Road. That which is now Vaishnava Matha, that was, he was staying there. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. And front portion is, they have not broken, I think. It's there. Back portion broken and there was temple now. He was staying there. It was Mandala's body. Name was Mandal body. He rented it and stayed there. At that time, there was English rule in India. At that time, the commissioner was Revansa Sahib in Orissa. English rule. Revansa Sahib was commissioner, and this Revansa Sahib was liking very much Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Though Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura was eternal Parshad, Nitya Siddha, Parshad, still for Lok Sikhya, he accepted Guru. He accepted Guru, Deepen Bihari Goswami, who comes and initiated in Pancharatrika process, and this Deepen Bihari Goswami comes in the succession in the line of Janhava Mata, Janhava Sakha. Do you understand? His first wife expired when Thakur Mahāśaya was in Midnapur. Do you understand? First wife Jagan Mohini. He married in 12 years old. Jagan Mohini was 5 years old. He expired. Then he accepted a second wife, whose name was Bhagavati Devi. Do you understand? The name was Bhagavati Devi. And the Janada Prasad was the son of the first wife. All other children from Bhagavati Devi. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has 8 sons and 5 daughters. So many. 8 sons and 5 daughters. The Ananda Prasad, spiritual name is Saccidānanda, the son of his first wife. All others are children of second wife. The sons were Radhika Prasad, Kamala Prasad, Vimala Prasad, is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Varada Prasad, Viraja Prasad, Lalita Prasad, now Lalita Ṭhākura is still there. Disappeared, I think, disappeared. And Shailaja Prasad. There are 8 sons. And 5 daughters, Sodamini, Kadambini, Kṛṣṇa Vinodini, Shyam Sarojini, Hari Premadini. 5 daughters. 13 children. In English. So, his previous name was Kedarnath Datta. In 1862, he wrote a book named Chaitanya Gita, a prose book. In that book, he mentioned his name as Saccidānanda Pramalankar. Understand? After that, he was known as Saccidānanda Das. In 400 Chaitanyabda, Gaudiya Goswami Sangha gave him this title, Bhaktivinoda. From that day, he was known as Sri Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Understood? Kedarnath Datta, known as Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. I said, first he had accepted teachership, then from teachership he went to administrative department, became magistrate. And 871, in Ativadi Sampradaya, Upasampradaya, there are 13 Upasampradayas, one of them is Ativadi Sampradaya. And especially they were here in Odisha. One yogi was there, known as Visaksena. He was saying that he was Mahavishnu Bhagavan, yogi. And also showing many yoga siddhis, yogi perfections. So one, in the Chaitra Purnima, full moon day of Chaitra, he proclaimed, he advertised that today I'll do Ras Leela, and invited all young maidens, come, take part in Ras Leela. So all many maidens ran. And so there was complaint. People complained. They lost complaint before government. Ravenshaw Sahib was commissioner at that time. English rule was there. And Ravenshaw Sahib knows very well. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura was magistrate at that time. So Ravenshaw Sahib issued order to Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, you please go and see what is this. And Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, he knows Vaishnava philosophy is Vaishnava. He immediately understood this is a Pasandi who claims himself Bhagavan. He is a Pasandi and says the Murti, Vigraha, Sri Vigraha, they are idols. Why are you worshipping idols? Made up of wood and stone. It's a great Pasandi. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura then ordered, put him in jail. Then he should be imprisoned, lifelong imprisonment. You understand? Yes, lifelong imprisonment. So, the policeman went there to arrest him. But it's a yogi, he knows this yoga siddhis, miracles, mesmerism. As soon as the policeman entered into his compound, their head reeled and they all fell down. Couldn't arrest him. Came back and said, no, we couldn't arrest him, he is Bhagavan. What you say? Bhagavan is a great Pasandi. We couldn't arrest him. The Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura said, come with me. The Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura himself went there chanting, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, the yogis, miracle won't act. Cannot do anything. Do you understand? That time they arrested him, then he was put into jail, lifelong imprisonment. So the day he was arrested and put in jail, at the time, also that yogi did that, he played his yoga siddhi miracle. The Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has so many children, you see 13 children, all small children, 1 year, 2 year difference only, small children. And so, they are staying in Puri, and this person, yogi, was just staying here in this Khandagiri. You are doing that thing in Khandagiri. Do you understand? This place here, Khandagiri. Do you understand? So that night, all the children are affected with diarrhea. Passing, loose stool, vomiting, bha. Then his wife Bhagavati Devi said, oh, all my children will die. Oh, he is Bhagavan, release him. Why did you put him in jail? Release him. You silly man, he is a great Pasandi. Why are you afraid? You chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Then whole night they chanted Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. In the morning, all were cured. So, this is incident. Then I'll speak English. So, he was ordered that to discover the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. Do you understand? So, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura at that time was staying the other side of Ganges. This side is Mayapur, the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. Other side was saying that is known as Sananda Sukha, the Kunja. It's still there. So, when he was magistrate doing his government work during daytime, then coming back, and at 5, you see, after this government work, then generally he goes to bed very early, taking food, and gets up at 2 in the morning. He gets up. Then that time he writes his book, all books. That was his daily activity, daily habit. So he was very eager how to know which is the place where Mahaprabhu had appeared, what is the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. It was completely lost at that time. Do you understand? So he researched. So at night when he goes up to the roof of his house, he used to see a pillar of light. A pillar of light at that spot. The other side of Ganges when Mayapur was there. Do you understand? The birthplace. He was absorbing it. What is this? Do you understand? And that was the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. And he came to know. Then he discovered it. And that spot, that place, that land was under Mohammedans. And he could understand this thing by the mercy of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. You understand? Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. By his mercy, and he saw all this pillar of light, all these things. Then he could understand and discover this is the spot. Mahaprabhu was up here, this birthplace of Mahaprabhu. That land was under Mohammedans. Then he asked this Mohammedan, what are you doing in this plot of land? They said, we use it as cultivated land, but we are cultivating it, sowing the seed, only tulsi is growing, nothing is growing here. Only full of tulsi plants. It's a useless land. All right, give me this useless land. We cannot use it. Only tulsi plants are growing. Nothing else. The Mohammedan said. We are disgusted with it. All right, then you give me this plot of land. Then he got that plot of land from them. Then he started constructing the temple for Gauranga Mahaprabhu. At that time, he was going out and collecting donations. You understand? Door to door, he was going and collecting donations. At that time, 1 rupee is very valuable. 1 rupee. People were giving 1 paise, 2 paise, 5 paise, 10 paise, 25 paise. Do you understand? 50 paise one gives, so much he gave, 50 paise. If someone gives 1 rupee, so much. Because the value of 1 rupee is very great. Nowadays, even 500 rupees will not be equal to 1 rupee. You understand? Yes. One who was earning 1 rupee per month is enough for his maintaining livelihood. Yes. If he purchase the rice for 1 rupee, he cannot carry. A cart is required. Cart load. Such rice. 1 rupee rice. Today he purchase 1 rupee rice is some pocket. Such devaluation is there. So 1 rupee means so much. So he was collecting donations. 1 paise, 2 paise, 5 paise, 10 paise, 25 paise, 50 paise, 1 rupee. Great. In this way, collected donations and built that temple at that time. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Do you understand? In 1894, 21st March, the full moon day of Falguni Purnima, Mahaprabhu's appearance day, he established Gaura, Sri Vigraha of Gaura and Vishnu Priya in that temple. Do you understand? And the same, the Purnima day, full moon day, Falguna Purnima, Mahaprabhu appeared as there was lunar eclipse. Do you understand? Similarly, that day was also lunar eclipse. Same. All the auspicious yogas were there at that time, that same day. Established. So 1914, June 3rd, he appeared, disappeared. He entered into Nitya Leela. Do you follow? Towards the end of his life, the frank end of his life, throughout his life he was grostha. Towards the frank end of his life, he took up Paramahansa Vesa, Babaji Vesa. You understand? Accepted Babaji Vesa. Became Paramahansa Babaji. But throughout his life he was a grostha. You understand? So, he had not taken up Tridanda Sannyas. Not taken up Tridanda Sannyas. Tridanda Sannyas, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura started Tridanda Sannyas from, you understand, in Gaudiya Vaishnava line. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura started from Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. It's Tridanda Sannyas. Otherwise, there's no Tridanda Sannyas. Goswamis means all Babajis. Just Babaji Vesa. So Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura also accepted Babaji Vesa. And let's say, towards the end of his, fag end of his life. And he disappeared on June 23rd, that's 1914, June 23rd. Understand? So, I was saying, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Nitya Siddha Parsada, eternal associate of the Lord. He had transcendental vision. Therefore, he had pointed out the delusions, bewilderment of conditioned souls, jivas. Through his Mes Bani, his writings, if you see, I will quote some of his Banis. Understand? Quotations. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has written, those who are developed attachment to this material world, material objects of sense enjoyment, they were running after material enjoyment, material happiness. So their desire is unlimited desire, there is no limit to it. They have desire how to become Indra or Brahma or Shiva. They want. Do you understand? Thereby, material desire means only to suffer, no happiness. Suffering and suffering. Jiva, such a conditioned soul thinks, if I'll be in possession of a skyscraper, multi-storied building, very beautiful wife, so much material opulence, many children. I have become king, great kingdom to rule. If I can discover and invent some new things in material world, then I'll be happy. And this is the purpose of my life. They think so. But Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, this is great bewilderment. The atheists, material scientists, devoid of bhakti, logicians, material logicians, they try to make this dukkhalaya as sukhalaya. Bhagavad Gita says, material world is dukkhalaya, miserable platform, only dukkha, misery, sufferings are there, no sukha, no happiness are there. But these material scientists and the atheists, material, these logicians, they are making effort how to convert this dukkhalaya into sukhalaya, miserable platform, as pleasurable platform, an enjoyable platform. And they are also saying, yes, we are making researches. We will also, one day we will find out such thing that there will be no death at all. You will be deathless. Yes, we are trying, yes, scientists say. So they are just imagining, speculating all this. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, what great delusion they have. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, those who are devoid of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, forgetful of Kṛṣṇa, they are attached to this material world, temporary material world. But those who have realized their own swarup, they know, this is temporary, this is dukkhalaya, this is platform of misery, miserable platform. They know that what is this? This is temporary residence here we have. We are just staying in a motel. Staying in a motel. 1 night or 2 nights, nothing else. Our dham, our goal is Purushottam Kshetra. Lord's abode. So we are travelers. We are heading towards Purushottam Kshetra, going. So, when there is dark night, such pilgrims, they spend night into a motel. Yes, in the motel. They spend night in a motel and wait for, they are awaiting, they wait for the sun to come out. And the sun, effulgent sun will come out, the darkness of night will disappear, then we will catch up our path, our road, and go towards Purushottam Kshetra. So during their stay in the motel, they are just thinking when the effulgent sun will come out. They never sleep there and snore there. They never develop any attachment to the motel because it's only short stay. Why shall we develop attachment to such a motel? One who develops attachment to such a motel is a great fool. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, this is foolishness going on. Why are you developing such attachment to this motel, this material world like a motel? Is a wise and intelligent? Does he develop an attachment to motel? Fools. One who is the motel owner, that is his business. Why Your head aches for it, mortal. You are not mortal owner. Mortal owner is Supreme Lord. Huh? If you would have thought of to make it pleasurable, he would have done so. But it is not his desire, he doesn't want it. It is a desire that's mortal, this mortal will be miserable platform, dukkharaya. So you fools, why are you trying to make it pleasurable and enjoyable? Cannot do it. You cannot do it. You understand? If the owner of mortal, that is Lord, would have thought of make it pleasurable, he would have done so. But it is not his desire. Desire this is, it will be, this mortal will be dukkharaya, a miserable platform. Huh? Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has written. However, whatever development you may make here, material development, this material will never be free from these defects. You cannot get pure happiness from it. This is Siddhanta. Panchabhuta, 5 gross material elements, is all material, is all illusory. Nature is deficit. There is deficity. Deficity is its nature. So, this material world will never be free from deficit at any time. No pure happiness will be available from it. Don't aspire for it. Those who are materialists, gross materialists, atheists, they are trying to make this miserable platform pleasurable and enjoyable. Murkhas, fools. They don't know what a great wrong they are going to commit. They are committing. Do you understand? The more we try to make this material platform pleasurable and enjoyable, the more tighter will be our material bondage. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura writes, we should not expect any happiness, or pure happiness from this material world. It always dukkharaya, a miserable platform, misery and unhappiness is there. Jiver Swarupa hoy Kṛṣṇa Nitya Das. The Swarupa of Jiva, eternal servant of Kṛṣṇa. But those who want to be independent, do you understand? No, we should not be under Kṛṣṇa. We are Lord. We should be independent. Those who want to be independent, those who give up the path of bhakti, how can we expect any good, any auspiciousness? Kṛṣṇa, the Jiva Swarup is Kṛṣṇa Das. If you give up this thing, Kṛṣṇa Dasatva, servitorship to Kṛṣṇa, definitely you will be servant of Satan, servant of Maya. Definitely. Yes, you will be forced to become servant of Maya, servant of Satan, Maya. You all become servant of Maya, Satan. Therefore you have been suffering here. You cannot understand your foolishness. These are all messages, Vani, words of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, very strong. So many, has given many messages to this material world, the human community, human society here. This so pure message, so good, all auspicious, based on pure Siddhanta. Because those who are sadhus, mahajanas, their heart bleeds seeing this offering up. But the jivas here, what is real happiness? They know, they understand. and they have told us. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has told us. And now the time has come to spread these messages of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura throughout the world. Those who are leaders, they should understand it and they should take up it seriously. If they want to do real good to the human society, they should understand the message of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, practice it in their lives and preach it. Thereby, the whole society, human society will get happiness. And so much mercy is there in these words of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. I have no strength to describe the unlimited glory of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Only I am praying on this day, this holy appearance day of Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. I am offering prayer at his lotus feet and praying for his mercy unto me, unto us, saying, Adādāna srundanti ridum jāche punah punah bhakti vinoda padabjarenu syat janma janmani. Life after life, late Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, great Mahārāja, ācārya, allow me to get some dust from his lotus feet. This prayer, the man, I have no strength to describe his unlimited glory, multi-pointed glory. Yes, I have no strength. At last I said this thing and remain and pray for the dust from his lotus feet. Ādārāna srundanti ridum jāche punah punah bhakti vinoda padabjarenusya janma janmani. Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai. Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki subhavirbhava tithi ki jai. Samaveta bhakta vrinda ki jai. Gour Premananda. What is Vinod mean? Vinoda means pleasure. One who derives pleasure from bhakti? Yes. You understand? The name of Kṛṣṇa is Radha-vinoda. Bhakti-vinoda. Vinodini. Name of one of the names of his daughter. Kṛṣṇa Vinodini. To give pleasure to Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa Vinodini. Understand? Such names we get. All names of Prasad. Ananda Prasad, Lalita Prasad, Vimala Prasad, Kamala Prasad, Śrīla Prasad. Prasad. Prasad means kripa.
All the girls name Dini.
Yes. Vinodini, Sarojini, Syama Sarojini, Kṛṣṇa Vinodini, Hari Premodini, Mandakini, all these names. 5 daughters, 8 sons. 8 sons, 5 daughters.
Interesting topic. I mean, it's very important. You're speaking about how we should continue to spread Bhaktivinoda's teachings.
Yes.
Because sometimes we have the conception that that's not so important because Bhaktivinoda was a previous ācārya. Now we should just distribute Prabhupada's books, and that's all.
Prabhupada speaks about Bhaktivinoda. This Bhaktivinoda-dhārā. Our line is Bhaktivinoda-dhārā, Rupanuga-dhārā, Bhaktivinoda-dhārā. Upanukadhara, then recent come Bhaktivinoda.
Another question: how do we understand? There's one booklet I have published of this lecture that Bhaktivinoda gave on the Bhagavat. In that lecture, he speaks it in a very unusual way about the Bhagavatam. He says that when the Bhagavatam speaks of the heavenly planets and the hellish planets, that's actually an allegory. It's not actually, doesn't really exist.
Bhagavat says it exists, but Bhagavat says that Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam, spotless proof. Bhagavat never says it. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura will say, you are reading English. They are not translated correctly.
Some people, they say that because he's preaching to professors, time scholars, that he was preaching in that way.
You see, I said, read Bhagavata and get Bhagavat Pravacana under a tree. How Brahma Daitya is delivered, and whole tree was uprooted. Brahma Daitya was delivered. So Bhagavata is the incarnation of the Lord.
And also his songs, he speaks of the hellish planets in his songs, and not as an allegory either.
No, not allegory. It's real, exists. Jamaraj is there, his abode is there. Jamaraj is an allegory. I understand.
So I often quote that as an example. So with Prabhupada, he said, when you were with Kṛṣṇa in the spiritual world and you come down, so they say that that's to give some, according to time, place and circumstance. That Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura said that according to his audience. Said sometimes a preacher will speak something that's less than tattva according to time, place and circumstance for the benefit of his audience.
Just to make them interested, attracted, yes. So you should not take it as Siddhanta. No.
Because now that many devotees don't know, but there's been some pressure. And ISKCON is one devotee who's saying that we should also preach like that this is allegory.
Don't imitate, Baba. Don't imitate. Don't imitate. They are powerful, very powerful. Are you such powerful? You have to follow their footprints only. You should not imitate them. Imitate them. We are lowest of the low. We have no power, no strength. We are conditioned soul. They are Mahajanas, they are Nityasiddha Parsadas. They are eternal associates. Do like that? How can you do like that? You cannot do like that.
The other thing that's difficult to understand about Bhaktivinoda Guru Maharaj is his autobiography. If someone reads that, it seems he can become bewildered because Bhaktivinoda seems to present himself in a very ordinary way, especially his earlier life.
When he was 2 years old, he was speaking in poetry. How to say ordinary?
He says that his family...
Any ordinary child speaks in poetry? 2 years old boy speaking in poetry. Kavita ācārya katha ko. 5 years old, he read all Mahabharata. Does a 5-year-old child does like that? What is it? Nityasiddha Parsa. Eternal associate.
When I was in Choti Mangalpur last year,
Yes.
there was old gentleman there saying that actually Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, he's the founder of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness.
Yes, they say. And Bhagiraman writes like that way. He is the first founder of ISKCON.
He says that
because he first thought of that the message should be spread in Western world.